Nike, man. Bro, man, wear your stuff. Like Nike. You lot are the only people that I've done a company that I've done a campaign with during lockdown. And I learned that I have to say Nike because Nike's history. Do you know what I mean? I'm not Nike. So when we're seeing images, like disturbing images, and we know that it had to have been okayed to a certain area. There's a creative director at Nike that has worked on a campaign. She's just put out a statement and thrown someone else under the bus or whatever. But when you're seeing designs and images of what I'm about to show you, what was you thinking? Like, in my head, I'm just like, it's not even what was you thinking. You know, you already know. It's like, of course, it's gonna spark up. Like, black people's, yeah, a word don't mean nothing. You know, like, yeah, there's nothing that black people can do. And just get into this. Let's actually get into this. Because when you're seeing things like this is absolutely crazy. And even before I even start that, let me start this just so you lot can see. It's absolutely, like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But let's get into this actually.
One of the creative directors at Nike posted this image.
And the creative director at Nike is this lady here. You get me? Sophie. It's her. Yeah, this is her page. Sophie. And this is the image that she posted. But anyway, it's madness.
Put her Instagram on the screen. It's now been deleted, obviously, for obvious reasons.
And even before I even get into this, it's important that there's a lot of people that are not educated to a certain degree. So it's like they will just say stuff. You know, like they will just say stuff. But what is that? That is this.
They knew exactly what they were doing. They knew exactly what this looked like, and they don't care. They don't care. You want to know why they don't care? Because they know that we act like mindless consumers.
And it's very important what you're seeing. Before I even play these segments,
even get to this, because y'all shouldn't even play out our face like this. You know damn well that this was going to be the first thing that we thought about when we saw this. This is a real man. This ain't makeup.
Like, this is crazy, guys. Like, this is crazy. And, like, it's crazy. Like,
it should have never been posted. But I figured this was a good opportunity to talk about the history behind this, so people who don't understand the backlash have a better chance at understanding it. So, as most of us know, that during slavery, enslaved Africans were not treated as people. They were treated as property. And so they were labeled like property. In particular, like cattle. Like property, they were literally branded with hot irons. Sometimes those irons had initials, symbols, the last name of the people who owned them. Either way, it was a mark of ownership literally burned into the skin. Not every enslaved person was branded, but it happened enough in auctions and punishment and trafficking of human bodies that it literally became part of the system, right? And it sent a very clear message. You are not a person. You are property. And that didn't just disappear after 1865. Systems like the Black Code, systems like Jim Crow were used as replacements for physical labels, and now these are social and legal labels. It controlled where Black people lived, work, existed. And the traumas and the echoes of those laws still affect us today. So when you take a brand like Nike and its creative director posting an image like this, it's not creating something new. It's not creative direction. It's echoes of the horrors of the past.
in my head, please let me know, like, what is you even thinking? Like, what would you even think? And then you look at the people behind it and the people designing it and you think, okay, I hear it makes sense now.
It's tone deaf at best, racist at worst. It doesn't matter whether it was intentional or not. It taps into a history where Black bodies were used and commodified. This is not an overreaction. The backlash from this, 100% warranted. This is disgusting.
And it is disgusting. And even getting into, before I even get into a statement, because she did put something out, but
this was an enslaved Black man.
From Brooklyn, where we talk all that shit.
I know we've been seeing this circulate, but let me cook. I work for a marketing agency. I already know how all this works. When I tell you 100 people saw this before we ever got the chance to see it, I can guarantee it. With a multi-billion-dollar company like Nike that outsourced, this was
well, of course. You could never put this out with a company, a multi-billion-dollar company brand. You can't just put this out and the creative director like of Nike being involved and reposting it. Of course, you get me. Of course,
Outsourced, right? This is why this is not posted on Nike's page. This is why this is posted on Studio Sophie Hospice's page, because they're the brand agency that was paid to come up with the brand concept or the creative design for the ad campaign. Does that make sense? Either way it goes, Nike had to see this before they posted this shit. And I think what ended up happening was Nike was like, we don't know if we're going to be able to get away with this. Y'all post it first. Y'all do it. Y'all post it. We'll be watching. Let us know. Keep us posted. Keep us updated. This is bullshit. And see, some of y'all are the people that Harriet Tubman would have never been able to save. Some of y'all are going to be cool with this. Some of y'all are still going to wear Nikes. This is them testing y'all. I'm not going to be wearing Nikes because I don't agree with this. And I know for a fact that Nike saw this before Studio Sophie Hospice. Studio Sophie Hospice is based in Sweden, yes, but they make $3 million in revenue for a reason. Nike had to cut a check for them to play around with this concept. They're not doing that shit for free. They don't have to.
and even just pausing it and just getting into actual, get me. She's reposted it. She put up a statement. Her designs are crazy. Like, just so that you know, the designs are crazy. Like, crazy, out of this world. Yeah? Like, safe to say. Now, she puts up this statement. It's a statement following our February 28th post, which was concept collaboration with and the person. This is the person who she collabed with. This guy. Anyway, we were not involved in the creation of the visuals featuring the Nike logo on a black, as this works was created by this guy. However, because this was shared post with the creator, we do want to take responsibility for publishing it. We should have checked the work from the artist more carefully and understood the position impact it could have on others before sharing. The post was live for some time, and as soon as we became aware of the reaction and concern raised yesterday, with rightful perspective, we took it down together with Thingy. We are sorry to everyone who felt affected by it. Even though this was never the intentions, we still feel that it is important to apologize since it did clearly affect people. Of course, it affected us deep. These words do not undo the impact, but it's part of taking responsibility. Okay, cool. As a Swedish design studio, we will need to be more careful in how we review work in being published. And as creatives and people, we for sure need to learn from this to have a better understanding of impact it can have on others. As a creator, also made a statement from his perspective for anyone who wants to read and see it. We, as a design studio, are not affiliated with Nike in any way. Okay, so they're not. They're saying they're not affiliated with Nike, so this is not a Nike thing. So why would they put that up? They're not affiliated with Nike in any way. This is the guy. Let's see what he's put up. Where is his statement? Well, it just seems like the same thing, innit? I want to address the visual created for the September series. Did he repost this? This visual question was created by me as part of the collaboration. Collaboration, I take fully responsibility. This is that same post. Not the exact same post, but it's like, look, it's just been written out by the same people, innit? It's been written out by the same people, the same format, the same people. I appreciate everyone. Look, yeah, the visuals in question was created by me as this collaboration. Take fully responsibility of it. It takes the time to sit down with the feedback and really listen, especially to voice from the black community. I hear you, and I'm sincerely sorry. The piece was inspired by suffocation and practice with deep cultural meaning, but understand that the way it came across did it reflect the context and led to different uncomfortable reading. So basically saying that the history of slavery possibly it got made on the back of that to like mark or I don't know, but it's like, but you're trying to profit. I don't get that. Like this is actually what happened to man's ancestors. This is what happened to like our people. Like this is not a profitable using a brand to imprint a design to I don't know, man. But get me? Was it intentional? I don't know. You never know whether it was intentional. Do you know what I mean? We've seen, but we've seen, is it Balmain? It's not Balmain. We've seen Balenciaga, what they've done with the children. Do you know what I mean? So I was never, it was never any intention to disrespect, misrepresent, or cause harm. My work has always been about translation, ideas, and culture reference into new visual language. But I'm aware that intentions alone isn't enough, and impact what truly matters. I have a lot of respect for the cultures that inspire me, and I do take lightly. I do take that lightly. At the same time, I recognize that I respect all means knowing when something misses the mark and being accountable for. I appreciate everyone who spoke up, shared this perspective. I'm listening, learning, and moving forward with more awareness, sensitivity, and how I approach things. Well, surely it could have been written in a different same format. It's like one. It's like the PR team for both. It's like a PR team for both, isn't it? Really. And this is the designer. This is him. I don't know, man. You let me know your thoughts in the comments. Obviously, um,
That's why. And they don't care if they disrespect us. A really intelligent black man who I was speaking with told me a long time ago that they didn't have to whip us anymore because we put their brands on our backs. Let us not forget that a lot of these brands are the descendants of the slave masters. They've used this money to create these brands, and they have been branding us for a very, very long time. Nike knew exactly what they were doing, just like American Eagle knew exactly what they were doing with the Sydney Sweeney ad. They know what they're doing, and they're doing it right in your face because they don't fear you will shut them down.
it's crazy, isn't it, guys? We live in a world of just madness, man. Madness.
So this image has popped
Genuine.
up on my TikTok quite a bit, and a lot of people talking about the image and the undertones and the messaging and everything with this image. And I 100% agree with what everybody's saying. 100% agree with what people are saying about
Nike definitely saw it and approved it. There's no way that this would come out on the back of the level that they're working at. You get me? Obviously, she's saying that this was down to man. It was down. They're trying to separate. Come on, you know.
this because this is insane. This is crazy, and I get it.
You can't
But
use a major logo like that and their platform. Yeah, look, bro. You can't. You just free reign to post all of this. This is approved to go out, bro. You've built your company to a level. This is approved to go out. Your relationship with Nike is next. Look, you've built your relationship. This is not just going out on the back of that. This is approved to go out, especially if you're doing designs and Nike is also taking certain designs that you're doing, bro. You can't just, I don't know, man. Guys, yeah.
also, when you're talking about things like this, you need to clarify to your audience that this was not created, posted, or endorsed by Nike. Because a lot of people are like, oh, we have to boycott Nike and this and that. Now listen, I am all for tearing down a company or a brand or a corporation when they deserve it. But this was not created, posted, or endorsed by Nike.
No, it wasn't created, posted, endorsed by Nike, but it was approved by Nike. 100%. Nike, there's an element that it was approved. You got to be kidding me if you think that this post here was just going to be posted on the back of it and no one in Nike knew about it. Come on, man. Let's be realistic, guys.
I think we need to clarify that. It was actually created, posted, and endorsed by this person on TikTok, this person here. And again, Nike didn't have anything to do with this. It was this person here. And going back to their profile just now to get this image, looks like they deleted that post with that image in it. And I could be wrong. I could have missed it when I went back, but I don't think I saw it. I think they deleted it because of all the backlash. But again, I'm all for tearing down a corporation. I'm all for retaliating against someone when they deserve it. But we do need to start clarifying when we're talking about things online. If we need to be clear. We need to clarify. Nike didn't do it. They didn't endorse it. They didn't post it. They didn't create it because I don't think they'd be that dumb. I know other brands have been that dumb, but I don't think they'd be that dumb to do something like that. And we need to clarify that to our audience so that people aren't getting the wrong idea. If you're going to send a message, send the full message, not just a part of it, and actually tear.
Yeah. Bro, come on, man. Let's just have common sense. There's common sense and there's not common sense. Let's just have common sense. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Just have common sense, please. Common sense. Common sense, please. Let's not be foolish.